Hey, what's up, guys? Gookill here doing a review on the live edition of Smackdown that just happened this past evening. It's a little bit of a late review because I had to work late tonight, so I'm just catching up on some of the things that are going on right now. I've actually got it going on over in the side here, just a little bit of the end of the show. So a lot to cover, a lot of ground to cover, a lot of things going on with what's basically the Monday Night Raw that we didn't get. So let's kick us off here. So we open the show. We've got Triple H. How else could you start off a show of WWE programming? Makes his entrance, says something about, the NFL ball scandal. You know that anytime WWE can take a shot at a major sports league, they're going to take that shot. So makes a shot, brings up the controversy at the Royal Rumble, which I thought was weird because there wasn't really a controversy. It was just the person who won got their faces booed off. So I don't know how that exactly makes it controversial. So that was a little bit weird that it was brought up as a controversy. He plugged a little bit his face-to-face confrontation with Sting. Not too much really to say about that. We know that they're going to have some sort of meeting. And the thing to take away from that segment is that he's going to make a really, really big announcement on Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns makes his entrance. He says kind of the same thing that I said, which is doesn't see what the controversy is. He won. He's going to WrestleMania. That's the way that I see it. I really don't think that there's a controversy, but maybe this is where they make an audible. So we go right into a match with the Big Show, as if we all aren't tired of seeing this. Not really going to get into the details of the match. Roman wins clean in about 12 minutes. A little bit surprised that the match went 12 minutes. I really don't think that Big Show really needs to be in the ring that long. I don't think that he really needs to get in that much offense on, a guy that you're trying to push to beat Lesnar. I mean, when you think about in the past, Brock beat Show in about 2 minutes at the Royal Rumble last year. So not doing any favors for making him a compelling number one contender, but it was what it was, and it's a clean win. Hopefully, we're done with the Roman Reigns Big Show segments, everything to do with them. I hope that we are done with that. Roman needs to move on to something else, and Big Show needs to move off of my TV screen. We have a segment with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins talks some smack and basically calls out people, and they all beat him up. I love everything to do with Seth Rollins because I think he's the perfect kind of wormy heel. Very old school HBK-ish, where he's very full of himself, very cocky, but yet he kind of worms his way out of situations and then goes right back to just bragging about how he got himself out of that situation, even if it is something completely, illogical, like saying he beat up three people when actually it was him and two or three other people alongside him that did it. Kind of maybe a confusing way of putting that, but anyway, love the segment. Great heat for Rollins. But I do hope that the fired trio, so to speak, Ziggler, Ryback, Rowan, I do hope that they move away from that. Okay, they were all lumped up together. Doesn't mean they have to keep going that way. We have a Kane segment. Get off my TV screen. Move forward. We have Jey Uso versus Tyson Kidd with a surprising win for Tyson Kidd. So it looks like we're going to get Kidd and Cesaro being the next challengers for the Uso brothers. I hope that they get the time to have the match that I know they're capable of having, because it's probably going to be top-notch entertainment for us in terms of in-ring quality. I hope that this isn't just a quick stopping point off for the Usos before they face a team like the Ascension or something. Hopefully we get this as the WrestleMania matchup. Really not looking forward to Usos versus Ascension if that's the route they decide to go. We get a Rusev John Cena segment. That was actually a pretty good segment. I thought that Cena went with the promo, the way that it was, like kind of saying that, as time has passed. I think that's kind of the conversation that you want to be having about John Cena right now on WWE TV. Anybody that's facing him should be trying to make the point of, you had your time. Saying had and presenting Cena as somebody who was very good, it makes the Cena character more believable because he's trying to, prove that, it's still his time right now. And it also continues to feed the point of, we're moving forward from the John Cena era. He's trying to still fight for that spot, but we are moving forward from it. Um, hopefully this isn't the end of the Rusev streak at Fastlane. I hope they get to WrestleMania. I hope they find a way to get to WrestleMania because I do think that this is actually a pretty good feud. That was a good segment. I think that both of them work together. And I think they're actually doing a pretty good job of not letting the boos that Cena gets affect the face heel dynamic. John Cena's got to be the baby face. He's got to stay baby face. Put all that Russia heat you possibly can get on him. Moving forward, we get the Ascension versus Goldust and Stardust. Not much to say here. Squash match. Pretty much standard Ascension stuff that we've gotten in the past. Not too impressive. Still not impressed by them. They just don't look the part. They don't look like the Road Warriors. They don't look like Demolition. They don't hit like Demolition or the Road Warriors. They don't have anything about them that you could buy into these guys being a monster tag team. I really hope that these guys fade into black, but it looks like they're going to continue on with the push. They've invested in them, so why not? We have a Bray Wyatt pre-tape. Bray Wyatt's kind of, in a tailspin here. He's talks a lot about nothing, really. He just is very good with his promos. He's very kind of dark, creepy, but it's a trend going on here where he says a lot without really saying anything at all, which is good for time filling, but it doesn't, help us understand his character any better. Maybe we're not supposed to understand it, but it's hard to buy into the character, like look at it from his point of view when he doesn't really give a view on anything at all. So main event time, Daniel Bryan versus Kane. I can't believe we're talking about Kane in another WWE TV main event, but a casket match. So Daniel Bryan gets a great reaction coming in. Everybody probably expected that. I'm not going to get into details of the match because this one had to be pretty predictable. Daniel Bryan wins the match. I think it's about 20 minutes. So actually a pretty good quality match. Kane is definitely, a good hand in the ring. This type of match plays in his favor. Obviously, him and Bryan work together well, period, because Bryan always is able to, he looks like such an underdog because of the size difference, but they're able also to work that into the story that they tell in the match. The important part about this match needs to be that Daniel Bryan needs to move on from Kane. Can't say how disappointing it was to see Daniel Bryan go from Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H at WrestleMania last year into a feud with Kane. And you could tell right off the get-go that they were not taking the Daniel Bryan-Kane match and story anywhere near as serious as they were doing the Shield versus Evolution. So we need to get Daniel Bryan, away from Kane, away from, Big Show, anybody who's that mid-card, tired out authority figure, get him onto something fresh. There's a lot of rumors going around that it might be doing a Daniel Bryan Dolph Ziggler match at WrestleMania. Well, I can't say that that necessarily excites me because it at the moment right now it sounds like kind of a mean nothing match and just could be great in ring quality, which is always fine. But Daniel Bryan, he's getting reactions that coincide with being the number one babyface in the company. I think he needs a feud that's going to mirror that. So what to take away from this edition of SmackDown? Hopefully we saw the end of Daniel Bryan and Kane. It seems like that was a good blow-off match. Hopefully we got the blow-off match for Roman Reigns and the Big Show. So Daniel Bryan and Roman could both move on to new things. We've got Ascension squashing. We've got a new tag team feud. There's something I missed here. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Probably something. There we go. Something to do with Divas. So we're going to get Paige versus Nikki Bella at Fastlane for the Divas Championship. I can't say I'm thrilled about the Divas division right now, but I do think that Paige is actually the better option to go with. Just give her a chance to work in the ring, please. She's a great wrestler. Let the girls actually wrestle. That's what this is, right? It's a wrestling company. I do think they can actually have a good match and probably a pretty good feud. I just hope that they get Paige away from the weird kind of girl-on-girl stuff that they have her doing, because she doesn't need to be a strange and far-out character. She can just be a straight-up different kind of anti-diva character that I think actually a lot of people would be really into. And then obviously the biggest news coming out is we're going to get some sort of big announcement on Monday Night Raw that's going to shake the universe to its core. Hopefully, it's not something along the lines of how TNA used to say. It seemed every week that a major announcement, major announcement. It was a pretty mean nothing announcement. So hopefully this one lives up to the hype. I'm not expecting it to be an audible on the WrestleMania main event. I think that they're stuck with Roman and Lesnar. They seem to be determined to do that. So I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that's the hook to tune in next week. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. Leave any comments below. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Follow me on my live stream. I'm trying to get to the live stream a little bit more. And as always, glad to do these reviews. I guess I will post another video after Monday night. Make sure you guys check out the other videos I have. I have a Diablo playlist kicking up. I'm planning on getting a World of Warcraft playlist going up. So definitely lots of gaming going on, lots of wrestling going on. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. Thanks, guys. See ya.